Creme find an 8.
Oh,
They
wow.
can. Wow. And they hit a queen.
bingo.
Oh, they hit quads.
That's rude.
Could this be it? Could this be it? It is it. $10,000. Oh, ace king versus ace 8. There's an 8 though. It is a king.
Ball.
And it's over.
That's a magic trick.
Magic. Magic. That's right, everybody. It's Magic Monday. Nick Wealthall, David Tuckman here to call 888 Poker's $100,000 mystery bounty main event. We got free rolls, we've got giveaways, and we have the eye candy that is Nick Wealthall. Nick, how are you, my friends?
I'm great. Very happy to be here. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you all in chat. How are we? Are you good, David? Would you describe yourself as good?
I'm really well. Like, I went to bed ridiculously early last night. Like, I feel refreshed. Yeah, I was tired, and I just said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed, and I slept like a long time, and it felt really, really good. So I'm in a great mood. How about a set of jacks? I'm not sure if I feel as good as Ottio Tudiotti, but I feel pretty good.
Nice to flop a jack. You'd still be thinking, yeah, but it's Jack, so he's going to river a straight, so I won't win. But this time he does. That's nice. Yeah. He's the chip leader. We don't know how many big blinds. It's impossible to know.
A lot. Let's just say that. And he's got ace king now as well. First place, by the way, $8,140. All these players guaranteed $750 plus whatever bounty they win. Obviously, there are no big bounties left. There never are. So ho hum.
Hold up, David.
What?
I'm being told the $10,000 bounty is on the head of one of these players. $10,000 in the wild. Somebody's going to get it for winning one hand of poker. That is exactly the right expression. Yeah.
That was me being speechless.
Well, it's the correct response. That's basically all the money in the world, or one entry to the World Series of Poker main event. You decide.
You know what? For fun, let's put it out in chat. What would you do if you won the $10,000 bounty? Nick has been very open about it. He would retire, buy himself a chalet in France.
That's correct.
What would you do if you won this 10th Lime? What would you do? Would you just buy the whole country?
Lime would enter a bunch more poker tournaments.
She would.
Yeah.
Lime says, I'd pay my... Lime, that's such a boring answer.
Pay my rent. Oh, my God.
You know what, Lime? You just figure out the passwords. Oh, by the way, the free roll starts... I don't even know. When does it start?
The free roll. No one knows. No, we're back to normal.
We're
back to normal. Yeah, we're back to normal in terms of timings. This is the old time. Welcome, everyone. So the free roll, unless I'm incorrect, will start in half an hour.
Yeah, and I've known you a long time. I've never known you to be incorrect. So
No, me neither.
I have faith in you. So the free roll starts in 27 minutes. Registration is open for it. And the free roll password, the witty Lime Ricky has come up with one. It's 10 free 888. It's the 10th of November. Mm-hmm. It is free, and we're playing on 888. So she's hit all of the parameters. 10 free 888. No spaces.
Champagne Poker would do what is called the bro split with their 10 grand. Half on rent, half to playing poker. Very, very classic. Good idea.
How much are you people paying in rent?
Rents have gone crazy.
Like, if you're paying that much for rent, stop renting, go buy. This is ridiculous. What is going on here? Mikey, I'll just call that Mikey World. Mikey World 94 has got a straight flush draw.
It's sort of just about the worst straight flush draw you can have, isn't it?
It is, but it's
a duck shot, but it's on a paired board.
Come on, hit it!
It's not. Yeah, they never come in. I don't think they ever come in.
He didn't even need it to come in. A 5 or a 9 would have won it for him.
It would,
but it didn't. Mikey is worth $140. Alteo with $4.8 million. I would be, because the $10,000 bounty was available. Oh, they almost went to blinds, but they didn't. They teased us. Because the $10,000 bounty is available, I would be ridiculously aggressive if I was RTO. Like stupid aggressive. Like I'd 3-bet this. I'd be 3-betting so often. I'd put tons of pressure on all of the medium stacks because it just doesn't cost me much. And $10,000 bounty is worth more than first place.
Yeah, it's an extremely strange dynamic, and it's one that didn't exist in poker at all until a few years ago, did it? Until this mystery bounty idea got popular. But yeah, like you said, the bounty for eliminating one player is worth more than first place. It's actually worth more than first and half of second, isn't it? You'd have to finish first twice. So really, it's going to have a huge effect. Like sometimes we say there's a medium bounty and it's got some kind of effect. This has a huge effect, doesn't it?
It should. Like I said, I mean, I really think that if you're Alteo, you 3-bet that. You get Paul max out, which is exactly what you want, and you keep the short stack in there. And okay, good, I've got a good chance to get him. And maybe you don't, but it's not even a big deal. So Balexo goes up to 900,000 or $1 million, you go down to 4.3 million. You're in totally fine shape, especially against the shorties. I would not give somebody else an opportunity to win that 10,000, and this is it.
No,
Paul
that's
Max
the
could
thing,
win it.
isn't it?
Ah!
Yeah. Now they might.
Oh, but a jack.
Saved.
Look at that. We'll never know. And Alteo is like, see, I played it perfect.
But yeah, that's your point, really. You don't want to not be in the pot when a short stack or a short to medium stack goes all in. When there's a 1 in 6 chance there's $10,000 in the pot. So literally, each player is worth like a baseline of 10,000 divided by what have we got, 7. And then adjust a bit for their stacks, which we can now see in big blinds. Yeah,
that's great. That's really good. Yeah, so we're looking at so each person is worth an extra, say, almost $1,500.
Yeah.
That's 6th place money, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Expected value. And one of them is actually worth 10 grand.
Right. Somebody's actually worth that much. So we'll see how it plays out. Plugged in, going to open with queens. Zakharo going to just call. I feel like we've seen Zakharo before. Yeah, there you go. They finished 6th in our main event back in July for 1825.
Good memory by you. Because there's no way you read the production notes ahead of time, so that's very good memory.
Yeah. But I confirmed it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
An interesting dynamic here as well. There are no short stacks. There are no outside of our big stack. Everybody else is kind of a medium stack, and even more of a reason why, if you're Alteo, you can put a lot of pressure on everybody. We'll see if they do that or not. Paul Max has gone 3x with 10s. Alteo just going to call. I've gone car shopping, Nick.
You've gone car shopping?
Yeah, some people hate.
How many did you buy?
Well, I haven't bought one yet. I'm just negotiating. Some people hate that.
Okay.
I relish it. Like, I love it. Every minute of it. My wife feels bad for the salesman all the time. She's like, I can't believe that deal with you.
So you're basically, you actually have salesmen, because when a lot of the cars now that are sold in this country are like through dealerships and their lease arrangements, and they're much more interested in selling the finance package than they are selling the car. And the sort of the art of car salesmanship has died a bit in the UK. It doesn't really exist. They don't even try anymore so much.
Can you
it's very annoying because it's great. Is
there negotiating anymore, or no? Is it just this is the price?
Very little. It's all through a central computer. Unless you go to if you go to a second-hand dealership, then yes. But if you go to any of the big dealerships now, it's all just what the algorithm says the car's worth. It's
a bizarre thing because a lot of people will kind of look at it. Ooh, nice little raise here from Alteo. Could have put a lot of pressure on Paul Max, who can't beat a 3, can't beat an ace, can only beat bluffs. And Alteo is going to get that through. And now up to 88 big blinds, giving them a little bit more, I guess, rope to kind of be even more aggressive. Yeah, it's such a weird thing. I think that there are a lot of people out there like, why do we negotiate cars? Like, you don't walk into a grocery store and be like, how much is the broccoli? And they're like, oh, it's $2. And be like, oh, I'll give you $1.75 for it. Right? You just pay the $2 and you walk out with your broccoli. But for some reason, with cars, it's always been that case. So I've taken the other approach of that, and I go, no, why isn't everything like that? So I now negotiate everything.
So I'll give you a negotiating tactic that can actually work in the modern world. You ready? This is direct from my father-in-law. You ask the person in the store, can be a store for anything, if they get a staff discount. If they get the staff discount, you tell them, you buy it, and I'll give you half the difference in cash or transfer.
It's good. I like that. It's a good hack.
Good, right?
See, my dad taught me a long time ago. He said that negotiations, you've got to be willing to walk away. And I can't tell you how many times I've walked to the supermarket. My wife has told me, like, we need eggs and we need eggs and milk. So I go to the supermarket and I try to get my price, and they say no. So I come home with nothing. She's a little bit upset at me for a moment or two, but then I tell her why, and she understands.
She's like, well, I want to be a household of winners. That's what matters to me.
Right.
I get it.
They would not budge on the eggs.
So what car are you buying?
I am between either the car that I've gone with pretty much every single car I've ever had, which is another Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
Which is very
loyal to the brand. Yeah.
Very me. I do love the Jeep Wrangler, but I am considering the Rivian.
We all are.
Yeah, I'm considering the Rivian.
What's a Rivian?
A Rivian's it's an EV. It's another EV.
I'm looking it up.
It's an electric vehicle.
Oh, I see. I don't think we have them in the UK. British people in the chat, do we have Rivian in the UK? I've never heard of it.
So I'm between those two, I believe.
EVs are fantastic.
Yeah, I drive a lot, so I thought maybe it would be nice.
They're great. I love it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone in chat. Good to see you all. Thanks for finding us at our regular time. Hey, Cindy Bear. Hey, Winning Kathy. Hey, Sleepy the Old. Player Quilla. How are you? QVI, how are you? Nice to see you all. Welcome, welcome. What's happening, David? Everyone's in. 4 people
Everybody's
are in.
4 people are in here, and interesting little flop here on a 4-4 deuce flop. 2 players with the overpairs. Doesn't happen very often when you've got 5s and 6s involved, but that's exactly what we've got here. And still not a particularly scary board. Both players, they both block the straight possibilities.
Yeah.
Really? And I imagine both players probably think they have the best hand here. Maybe they don't think so now.
They're not thinking super deeply, considering the amount of money at stake and the fact that this pot has just turned into double their stack size.
Well, it's kind of funny on the turn. Balexo's like, okay, well, I still think I have the best hand. And then you probably look at the pot and you go, I have 5s. What am I doing here?
That's exactly what I meant. That's exactly the vibe it had. It went, yeah, I'll bet. Oh, geez, where's my chips? Down to 12 big blinds after that misadventure.
Yeah, 5s and 6s. I'm sure value is a little bit like, wow. I mean, do they have 5s? Do they have 8s? Or are they just bluffing here? And lucky for Valley, they were ahead.
They were. I've got an absolutely brilliant London Thinks.
Ooh.
This is brilliant. This is going to show us what insight our chat have on your psychology.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we've been down this road for a long time, you and I, chatters. And I feel like I know you and you know me, and we know each other really well. So let's test that knowledge.
Should we do it now?
Sure.
It directly links to what we've been talking about. So we might as well do it early.
Is it about me?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. You can probably guess the question, but first, let's just make sure I can see a couple of new people in the chat. Welcome along. This is Magic Mondays. It's a fun show where we chat about nonsense and watch a final table. And we give away tickets. We're giving away $109 tickets to play on 888. We do that by playing Lodden Thinks. So I'm going to ask David, what does he think? And it's, what does David think? So you are trying to guess in chat what David Tuckman thinks the answer to this question is. You get 1 guess per player. 1 guess only. Lime Ricky runs the tournament in chat. And if you guess more than once, she'll beat you out. So one guess per player. You can guess on 888 chat or YouTube chat. The nearest wins. Must be a unique value. So if you're one away, but someone else is one away, if you're not the first person, if you're second, you don't win. The first person with the value wins. So good. Are you ready, David?
I'm ready.
How much money does David Tuckman think he will save off the initial sticker price of the car he eventually buys? How much money does David Tuckman think he will save off the sticker price of the car he eventually buys? What do you chat think about Dave? What do you chat think David Tuckman thinks about his own negotiating ability? As we saw all in a call here, what a thin call by the sevens.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the hand, and I didn't want to interrupt you because pretty exciting. Well, it was pretty exciting for Valley, but my thing I was going to say, which I normally would say, not a big bounty here. I was going to say, which was, well, great news for Valley. They flopped the stones. Bad news is there's no way they're going to get paid.
Yeah.
And Zakar just did not believe them. So we do have another elimination. We're down to 6. The $10,000 bounty is still in play, which means, obviously the chances of you winning this getting better and better. I kind of wish the heads-up battle would be for the 10K. We've never had that happen.
Maybe it will, David. Maybe
that'd be so crazy.
Will. Yeah, have we had that? I don't remember having that.
Zakar, by the way, picked up courtesy of bounties and 7th place money, about $2,200. So a nice day for them. And again, they finished 6th in the main event back in July. So they're on a nice little run here. And we are down to 6. The remaining players all guaranteed $1,400. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. You asked me a question. Oh, how much money am I going to save off the sticker price?
Yeah, work it out.
Yeah.
Work it out. He'll focus on that. You focus on getting your answer in. One guess per player. The closest to what David thinks, the answer to the question is how much money will David Tuckman save off the sticker price of the car he eventually buys in cash dollars? That's what we're playing for. We're playing for $109 tickets. We say it every week. Huge tickets, huge prizes. You can win tens, hundreds, thousands. We've had 5-figure wins from these tickets. So get involved. David's answer is in. The contest will be open for a little bit longer. And then it won't be opened. And if you haven't entered, you'll be sad.
You'll be sad. Some insight into it. I do love to negotiate. First time I watched my dad negotiate, we were in, it still makes me laugh because I'm just like laughing at it. Like we were in the Bahamas and they had, some street vendors selling all sorts of things, local rugs and local things here and a hat and fun things, right? Things they have clearly made. Cutting all in here. I can't imagine anybody's calling. Nope. Valley's going to let it go. Yeah, those are the 2 chip leaders, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad negotiated with this gentleman for like silly hats. And I'm watching it. And even as much as I like to negotiate, I do look back at this moment and I make fun of my dad all the time because I'm going, Dad, this guy, he was like, the guy was like, $2 a piece. And my dad was like, I'll give you $1.50. You know what I mean? Like my dad was like,
oh God.
I want 4 for 6.
That's a nightmare.
Honestly, when I was a kid and I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. That's what you do, right? I don't know. Now I think about it. Honestly, like if I went to the Bahamas and somebody said like $2 a piece and I bought 4, I would just give them 10.
Yeah.
I go, thank you. They look great. I love them.
Exactly.
But car dealerships, no way. And eggs and milk. I will fight for tooth and nail for that stuff.
People negotiate house prices in America, right?
Oh, that's a huge negotiation.
Yeah. So we negotiate house prices here as well. And obviously that's a massive purchase. But we don't negotiate like medium-sized purchases at all, I don't think.
I will say that my wife was amazed when I actually did negotiate the price of our TV.
Okay.
And she was like, you don't do that. Like I went to a Best Buy. Do you have Best Buys in the UK? It's a big electronics store.
These two are going at it again, by the way, David. These are the 2 chip leaders, and they're not hesitating to play a big pot.
No, and
they're both a bit thin there.
Yeah, I think Valley is kind of treading tilted on some. Well, I don't know if they're tilted, but I think they're treading on some dangerous path here.
Positive tilt. They're trying to win every pot.
Look at them. They're just going to go back at it again.
I like their style.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want the tournament to be over quickly, I love their style.
Oh, we want action.
No, we do want action. I just think there's a level of, yeah, I know you know what the chip leader is up to, but I mean, listen, there's a good chance that Valley will either get knocked out in 5th or 6th or win the darn thing. So we'll see which one's which. Contest is closed, by the way.
OT has 119 big blinds.
It's a lot. I mean, they could. I'm not even kidding when I say this. With the $10,000 bounty in play, they could literally raise every hand or 3-bet pretty much every hand, and then just force you to play for stacks. And if you don't want to play for stacks, then you fold. If you do, then you're okay with it. But Paul Max, I assume, is just ran to the bathroom really quick.
Yeah, it's going to have to be quick. 18 big blinds, not that much. Only a few orbits, and then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I don't really understand the lead out here.
I can explain it to you.
Okay.
Valley's in the hand, and there's chips in the middle to win. So
that's must be it.
You're welcome. And these two don't believe it, and that's a very interesting float out of position with the 9-5. And now they've hit, not a float, but it's quite a thin call, and now they've hit. But they still only have 2 pair.
This is just absolute, like, take the belt off, zip down, and see which one's bigger. Who's got a bigger, what I mean?
Wallet,
I mean, that was a bet,
money belt,
a raise, a call, a lead out. Like, what is going on? I mean, I will tell you, if you're at this table and you're anybody else at the table, you're loving it because you're like, okay, maybe something happens here and one of these guys gets eliminated and I move up.
Yeah, for sure. If they get a little bit too crazy, we've seen it happen.
If they get a little too crazy, this is just back and forth.
It's good. We need more of this gambly culture at final tables.
I love it.
This tight stuff.
I absolutely love it.
Do you love giving away tickets, David Tuckman?
There's almost nothing in the world I love more.
Okay, well, let's make it happen because we've got winners.
Boom. Let's do it.
I asked you, how much money in dollars are you going to save off the sticker price of the car you eventually buy? And what is your answer? And why are you so confident you can get all of that money off?
Well, I thought, if it's a Rivian, unfortunately, the Rivians don't really, there's not negotiation. You just have to kind of take the price. So I thought that would be a boring answer. So I just assumed, I said, okay, let's assume that I'm going to continue and I'm going to go with the Wrangler. And if I get the Wrangler, I'll probably end up buying a 2025 because the 26 are already out. But if you buy a 25, you can get a really good deal on it.
Nearly new, best value in cars, isn't it?
Right. I mean, it's not driven. It's just the 2025 instead of 26. So they give you a lot of rebates. And then once the 26 really start coming in, the dealerships have a lot of pressure to kind of get those 25s off their lot. I thought when it was all said and done, I'm pretty confident in my ability to negotiate. I thought I could get $14,600 off of the sticker price.
What percentage is that of the sticker price? Like 10, 20? 30?
Yeah, probably like 20% off sticker.
20%
But I mean,
off.
right. In fairness, though, they will take 10% off the sticker price right away.
Yeah.
Because
You're
it's
gonna
like
get another 8 to 10.
Right, because it is a 25. Because it's 25, they'll be like, oh, we're going to take 7,000 off the sticker price.
The bottom line is this, David Tuckman. 14,600 is the exact right answer. That is what you think you will save on your new car. So well done, and thanks for playing. Also, well done to 2 weirdly accurate guesses. I thought nobody's going to be that close to this because it's quite a random figure. It's quite a large figure. Jedamonis is a winner, 14,880. So $220 off your quite weird number.
I love you,
Jedamonis.
Jedamonis.
Another winner is QVI, who said 14,781, which is even closer.
Okay, hold on.
And QVI, you win.
That's amazing. We're going to keep congratulating you, but we're going to have an all-in.
That's it.
Balexo's in bad shape here.
Balexo's in trouble. This could be 10K.
Yeah, it could be. Valley just knocked out Balexo. They're back up to 65 big blinds, and Balexo is worth how much? Drum roll.
It's not the big one. I mean, Valley is very clearly playing for the big one. And so fair play to them. That's why they're playing every hand, but they haven't hit it yet.
I think it's smart. I genuinely think it's smart. I think that 888, just for fun, should start have some big ones be like 38 cents or 34 cents, so we don't know.
Oh, I see. So they're not round numbers, so we get an extra microsecond of drama, you mean?
Yeah, that extra microsecond
of drama. The same ending as the small one, right?
Yeah.
So if it's 43 cents, it should be 10,043 cents.
Right.
Yeah,
I think just be fun. I'm all for drama, right?
This is a fast final table so far. We've only got 5 left.
So congratulations to Jedemonis and QVI. It's amazing. And by the way, not surprising at all that those two, they've been in our chat so long. They know me. They know my negotiating prowess.
They know some weird things about you.
I love it. Well done, you guys. By the way, obviously you guys know this, but if any of you ever win a ticket, make sure your whispers are not set to private so Lime Ricky can get you your ticket. Okay? We've still got lots of giveaways, 3 more during our show and then 2 at the end of our show. These are big boys, $109 tickets, everybody. So good news. Scheduling note, by the way, next week we are going to be on Tuesday. Next week we have a Tuesday show. Okay.
I can definitely remember that.
Can you make that work?
If I work, well, it's just remembering, isn't it? It's just making sure you're not down the pub or in town. But yes, Tuesday for a big one. Big final table next week. Yeah, you got to make sure you're all here on Tuesday. We'll have the giveaways and all that stuff. Nick and I will both be here. Other announcements, by the way, while we see this chop pot going on. New passwords are available for the free roll qualifiers happening this week in the 888 Poker Global Poker League. You can play free rolls from Thursday to Saturday for a spot in the Sunday $1,000 guaranteed event each week. You can win monthly prizes, including live event packages, tickets, merch packages, and more. Stuff like Nick Wealthall's favorite T-shirt. He's giving that away, yes. Get all that and all the details by putting the command league or leaguepw in the chat. That'll get you everything you need to know. All in a call. Ace-King versus Ace-9. A 9 for the bounty? No, it's a king. And a full double up for Paul Max. How is that head up? Like, what did OT fold? Like, I don't know that OT should be folding very much for 9 big blinds all in for 10 grand. Yeah, I don't think. No, exactly. I don't think that OT. Either they don't understand the importance of the $10,000 bounty, maybe they're not aware of it, or whatever it is. But they're aware of it. Everybody's aware of it. No, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, well, Valley has clearly changed the way they play. OT has not. Yeah, but Valley is bounty maxing, which is a term I've just invented, which I think will stick. Bounty? Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a great term. By the way, what a turn card here for OT, who's now got a flush draw as well as a straight draw. They can also any club, any 7. They can also just bet and put a ton of pressure on the other 2 players. They are going to do that. Valley gets out of the way. Paul Max probably mad at himself for not raising on the flop. Yeah, I can't fold here. Okay, there's a shorter stack, but like you just got the best hand so often. No, yeah, and I mean, what are you worried about here? Like a 4. I don't understand that. Yeah, but like there are so few 4s. I mean, yeah, I agree. There's also there's 2 hearts and 2 clubs out there. There's straight draws out there. Yeah, exactly. I don't think you can be folding Ace-9 there. It's actually a good chance to get back in this thing. That well, and I think to your point, the fact that there's one shorter stack is not really as relevant as, hey, I have a chance to double up here, and if I do double up, then I can actually the 10K as well as the first prize in the prizes, right? You got a bigger shot at both, right? I mean, the difference between 5th and 4th is $1,000. I'm not going to poo-poo on that. That's a big deal, but the chance at that 10K, I think, is a lot bigger. Is just worth going after. I wonder if Valley 3 bets here. No, they just call because the plugged in is almost all in. They were definitely thinking about isolating there, but I think they probably thought that OT wouldn't fold anything. OT wouldn't fold anything there.
Lime, I'm going to ask you a question off the air. Okay, just here. I'm going to whisper it to you. I'm going to whisper it to you.
Well, the slight problem here is obviously the two chip leaders don't really have much of a hand. They've both hit a pair, but Plugged In has not actually committed their chips. Are they going to commit the chips? Because they're playing for the take. Okay, they have. The Queen still plays for OT.
Yeah,
here.
This is such great shape for them. Such a huge spot, and they are going to bet. And it's heads up here. And the deuce, and they do get it. Now, do they get it?
Is this it?
Is this it?
5-1 shot.
Plugged In is out in 5th place. More on Plugged In a moment. RTO. Oh!
It is!
Oh!
Ring the bell.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
10,000 gajillions. 10 bags of sand.
And I wonder for a moment if Valley's got to be thinking in there, okay, there's a bet there. If I move all in, I probably get RTO to fold, and then I could have won the 10K. They'll be second guessing that for a while, I think. Oh, that's a fun one. So RTO not only wins a huge pot now at 120 big blinds, but they have locked up the 10K-er. Plugged In also had a great day, by the way. Plugged In with the bounties and 5th place money ended up earning themselves about $3,600. So a great day for them. And we are down to 4. We're just 31 minutes in, Nick. What's going on?
Fast show. Well, there's lots of action, isn't there? A couple of very lively big chip stacks, which is what you need if you want a faster final table. Yeah. And we'll see if it calms down a bit now, because obviously Valley's been playing every hand to make sure they're in for the big boy. And they're now saying tilt because they were playing for the 10 grand. They didn't get it. Obviously, OT has.
And it's
there's
just
only so much you can do, right? There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but I think that's a hand that you can kind of replay in your head a little bit, because you do look at it going, well, there's a bet. And then you look at it going, wow, I actually had the other guy beat too, right? So Valley, I mean, listen, I certainly don't fault them for folding, but I can imagine them looking at that hand over and over and going, be like, I would have beat him also. If I could have just gotten RTO to fold, I would have won that.
The problem is Valley wants to play, and this is a bit of tilt here, but it's going to work. Valley wants to play every hand. The problem is OT's got them outgunned. Like, they were 2-1.
Yeah,
covering them in chips. So there's only so much they can do. They can't actually scare OT off the hand every time.
No.
So their strategy was right, but they were just a little bit outgunned.
I give Valley a lot of credit, though, for understanding, just how much value there was in that bounty and going after it. Obviously, the game changes a little bit here, though. But now
we shouldn't be like blasé about it, should we? It's $10,000 for one hand of poker.
No, you pointed it out.
In this tournament every week, but it's a huge bounty.
It is literally second and third place money combined.
Right. And it's a good night out.
It's a really good night out. Or it's a chalet in France.
And a lifetime of relaxation. Yeah.
I like to reflect on that every once in a while. Nick Wealthall, David Zuckman here, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us here on a magical Monday. We are back at it next week, next Tuesday. Of course, there is a whole week of streaming here on our show. We've got Josh Manley hosting the home game tomorrow. You can take your shot at his $109 ticket. Wednesday, we've got Brazil versus Spain. That's Leo Jacura against Jesus Ramos. Predict the winner and join us for tons of giveaways. And then Thursday through Sunday, we've got live event coverage from 80 Day Poker's UKPL event in Coventry.
Nice.
Yeah.
All free on this channel. Super.
It's better than free. They literally give you things to watch.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the free roll has started, I think. You can still get in, but it has started.
What's the password?
The password is 10FREE888. The OT888, the 888 Poker TV special free roll. 10FREE888 gets you in, $500 in there to fight for. Lots of luck.
I wasn't so sure about the regime change. I wasn't sure about the fact, when Lime started taking over the passwords, I was like, you know what? How good can she be? Is she really going to be better than the brains over at 80 Day Poker? But she is not disappointed. I mean, these free roll passwords week after week have just been absolutely amazing.
Amazing is the word.
Yeah. No sarcasm here whatsoever.
No sarcasm.
No.
Never. Not our style.
Listen, I'm American. I don't even know what sarcasm is.
That's correct. You don't. It's banned in your constitution, isn't it?
Yeah, and if I try to do that,
irony is banned. You must mean what you say. It says that.
Yeah, and if I even try to be sarcastic, that's just me being stupid.
It's me being stupid. Only takes down another one.
120 big blinds. That's a lot.
This is like the dream, isn't it? I mean, they're going for the double top, obviously. First prize in the bounty and first prize in the cash prize pool. And they're sitting there with 119 big blinds. Like, you pretty much say whatever they do in poker, it's pretty unlikely life will be this good again.
Yeah, I'll tell you. They had locked up, by the way, over $700 in bounties going into this final table. So, when it's all said and done, if they win this, they'll probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of $11,000 in bounties. They could end up earning themselves almost $20K today if they do get that double top. Paul Max not going for it. I thought they might with the 5-3. They decided not to.
Lime's now sad / annoyed with your password.
What? I said your passwords were amazing.
Okay.
I've used that word. I said amazing.
Okay. Incredible.
Tremendous. Terrific.
Yeah.
All those things. Paul Max all in here with top pair. Mateo, not much going on, and without the bounty involved. The biggest bounty left now is just $200. Still 2 buy-ins.
What can you even do with $200?
Breakfast. Nice breakfast, by the way.
Yeah, you can get a lovely breakfast.
Wow, you can get like omelet, pancakes, bacon, maybe even a mimosa in there.
Definitely. Four-handed, it's been a fast final table. Should we give away another ticket?
What? Before the break?
Well, it's fast, I'm telling you.
Okay. I mean, listen, whatever you say. We got an action.
Time, not a long time this week, David. That's the thing.
Yeah, we got an action flop here, though, so I want to see this play out, and then go ahead and do your free roll thingy, your password thing. I'm sorry, your ticket giveaway, whatever you do.
Sure.
Your magic.
That's it.
See if Valerie wants to check raise the turn. It won't work, obviously, as Alteo is 2 pair. But I'm curious, what do you do with Jack 10 here? Oh, it's a big bet. Just a call. Turn. Board pairs.
Yeah, I mean, you
Valley is giving up.
I don't know that. I low-key hate that call on the turn. Like, that's a third of your stack, and you're not getting the price to take your straight draw. And if you hit a pair, you've got no idea if it's good. Like, I think that was pretty spewy.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like a third of their stack. Like, that's a lot of chip equity just to chuck in there.
Well, I think even more importantly, not only is it a third of their stack, but you can look at the chips now, and it puts them in a situation where there's really nothing between them and third and fourth.
Yeah.
And yet the pay difference between third and fourth and second are quite big. I mean, fourth place makes under $3,000, second place makes $6,000. So over $3,000 difference between fourth and second.
I mean, Valley did hit the tilt emoji button after the big bounty went, and obviously they were joking, but also I suspect they are a little bit frustrated because they did have a clear plan to win it, and it hasn't worked out. They got to get their focus back.
Yeah, I think they went into this final table and they'd written it down. They probably told their significant other and their friends. They said, "My plan: win the $10,000 bounty. That's it. That's my plan."
That's the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
Let's give away a ticket. We're going to give away a ticket in the easiest way possible for you to win one. Aces on the table, so this should be a double up. Let's just keep an eye on it. There's always action when we try and give away a ticket. That's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. We're going to do a keyword giveaway. All you have to do is type in the keyword once it's revealed. There's going to be a sweat here if they call. Are they going to call 2 overs and a gut shot?
Ugh.
Yeah. But again, they don't have the stack maneuverability they had 15 minutes ago.
No, and this is the thing with Valley. I mean, they're going to make this call, and they're drawing to a jack only. That is not a jack, my friend. 7 of clubs on the river, and Paul Max doubled up to 31 big blinds. Valley now our short stack. And Valley has been a valiant warrior today, but they're going to have to get lucky to get back in this one.
Yeah, they've given us a lot of action. They just haven't kind of slowed down when the game environment changed. That's the problem.
Yeah, I've already actually made a petition to 888. I would like Valley at all the final tables that we cover.
Yes, seconded into that. That's definitely good.
You were mentioning a keyword giveaway?
I was, and I'm just waiting to see if Paul Max calls this.
Oh,
yeah,
they do.
They do. More action.
Oh, wow. Looking
Big
for a
sweat.
9 or a 10. It's a jack. The ace-king holds, and Salvatore has doubled up. And now Paul Max is down to 15 big blinds, and Salvatore solidly in second place. And Arteo is just sitting there watching this going, okay, let me know when you guys are done.
Yeah, exactly.
Just moving
I'll
the chips around.
I'll play the winner. I'm just going to hang out with my 10 grand here, and you guys tell me when there's someone to play heads up poker.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 10,000. Okay.
All right, let's give away a ticket. Keyword giveaway. All you have to do is type in the keyword in chat. You must be on Twitch. It doesn't work on YouTube. Software-driven competition. One of you at random is going to win a $109 ticket. The keyword created by Lime is 10 grand in honor of the big boy, the 10K bounty we've given away. 10 grand typed like you see it in chat. The number and then grand. 10 grand is your ticket to win. $109 ticket, which who knows? You could turn into 10 grand of your own. That would be cool.
Best keyword ever. And almost, by the way, as good as one of the best candy bars of all time, the 100 grand bar. Have you ever had one of those?
It's like 10 grands.
Right.
I don't think I have ever had one.
You never had 100? You know what? I'm going to see if I can find one. I will bring it to you.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
They're delicious. Get your 10 grands in the chat. This good news is this is actually free. It doesn't cost you 10 grand to type 10 grand and possibly win a $109 ticket. The $109 ticket is real. The 10 grand that you're typing, not real.
Good luck.
Yep, we're giving away one $109 ticket, and I've got a really good question for you, my friend.
Excellent. So 2 more to give away after this one, and then the Wheel of Poker Justice, which is another 2 tickets. We are so good to you. Valley with 12 big blinds, remembering the glory days when they had like 60, trying to get back into it. They're good here so far.
Yeah, and that can be really frustrating, obviously, as a poker player. We've all been there where things are going really well for you. It's just, you're on the up and up. You're winning pots. Things are easy. Your bluffs are working and everything. And then, there's a pothole. You step in it. And suddenly you're like, wait, can I go back there? I want to go back where I was.
Yeah.
And you can't. You're now in a new situation. It's a new game. You have a different set of chips now, and now you've got to be able to play that as well as you can, and that's extremely difficult to do. I always bring the analogy up as a golfer. I think golf is a very similar game in that sense that you can hit 2 good shots, you can hit 4 good shots, and then have 1 bad one, and it can ruin a hole. And you've got to be able to there's nothing you can do about the last shot. You've got to kind of reset and go, no, this is where I am at now. How do I make my next shot really, really good?
David, stop talking about golf because we're going to give away a ticket.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
The winner is Stinky 12345, presumably because he defended Lime when we were having a go at her password. This is so rigged.
This is so
Stinky
rigged.
12345, you won a $109 ticket.
Lime was just like, you know what, Stinky, I love you. Here you go, buddy.
Exactly.
I love you and your stink.
That is exactly what happened. New viewers, the contests aren't rigged. We have no way to rig them. Just relax. Just relax, all right?
We was joke.
It's a joke. Relax. You've got an equal chance.
Although Lime is sitting there like, listen, this proves the moral of the story. Don't F with Lime. I'm in deep trouble.
Yeah, you are. You've been very punchy today. You're like, she's like, the machine's going to get you.
No doubt about it. A bunch of nothing for everybody here. Who wants it? I say the guy who has the chips. No.
He's
got a pair of threes. He's going to call, actually. Look at that.
I think that actually was a, like, Valley might very well bet the river, whatever they have, because they like betting.
Yeah,
like,
although...
Let me just check.
The funny thing is with the ace-9, it's actually kind of a weird bet. I'm not sure if you're getting a better hand to fold. Like, he literally did not get a 3 to fold.
Yeah.
Which was like the next best hand. Congratulations, winners. If you did not win, don't fret. We still have 2 more, actually $409 tickets to give away in total. 2 during our show, 2 at the end of the show. If you're wondering about this end of the show thing, well, it's the Wheel of Justice. And yes, all the amazing things that you've heard about it are true. And even more. If you want to be part of the Wheel of Justice spin, you can by redeeming your Twitch points. Yep. Those Twitch points that you thought were worthless are not worthless. They're actually amazing. You can redeem 4,000 of them to get on our wheel. It's too late to jump on this one, but you can jump on next week's one.
It's very like the first time you turn into and see the Grand Canal in Venice. Yes, you've heard about it. Maybe you've seen some pictures, seen it on TV, but nothing really prepares you for the visceral shock and emotional overwhelm that you'll experience when you see your first poker Wheel of Justice.
Yeah. I will tell you that the first time I was in Venice and I saw the canal, my jaw dropped and I was in awe. And then I also was like, it stinks. Why does it smell so bad?
Right. Well, the Wheel of Justice doesn't smell, so
so it's even better.
Stop spoiling but I mean, what I'm saying is, it's a beautiful thing. Nothing can prepare you for how amazing it is. All right. It smells of winning, is what it smells of.
Yeah. So it's even better than the canal in Venice.
Better than the Grand Canal in Venice. That's the testimonial. That's what people said.
Ice and Drog 84 says, how do we redeem them? Is it too late? Sorry, I didn't hear. Okay. So I'm sorry. That's actually Leandrog. It's too late to redeem them for today, but here it is. Get those points, and you can redeem them for next week's Wheel of Justice, and the week after, and the week after, and the week after. Stop me when you get it.
You must be in the chat to win. So you do need to watch the show to win. Very, very important.
Yeah, that is key. If you redeem them, and then you're not here, and the wheel stops on your name, you owe an.
But a set.
I like the 10s.
Yeah, I like the 10s.
So Paul Max all in at risk, and once again survives. Back up to 15 big blinds. Valley still on 14 now after losing that one. Yeah, we have had some really, really sad moments where people have won, they weren't here, and then we had to respin. We don't want that to be you. But there was a moment, I'd say 10 minutes ago, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it to the first break.
I know, it was going super fast, but there was a lot of hunting for the bounty-induced action, which is now chilled out, obviously. Now the 10K is gone, which makes sense. Paul Max just flats there. I think a lot of players have just shoved. Especially with Valley opening. Valley's obviously got a strong hand, but they are opening a lot of crap. Technical word.
Yeah, no, that's actually the correct vernacular. Yeah, I would have been really, really tempted to move all in there, and I would have been called and probably out of the tournament. So
there you go, you see.
Paul Max is obviously better than me. Valley, by the way, back in second place here. Altio, this four-headed match, by the way, is going about as well as it could for Altio. All of their opponents are being whittled down chip by chip, you know, and they're just kind of like staying the same or adding chips.
Counting the 10,000.
Oh, bad news for Paul Max. They need a 10 or a 7 on the river. That is not going to do it for them.
Yeah.
Top pair versus the over pair. Chips almost have to go in four-handed here for Paul Max. That is the end of the road for them. Salvatore going to win this bounty.
They battled well.
And 140 for Salvatore. Paul Max, courtesy of bounties and fourth place money, will take home about $3,500. And then there were three.
Three was one heavy favourite to win, but we've seen how fast it changes in No Limit Hold'em. There's also a lot of if OT did have some reversals, there's actually a lot of chips left on the table here. They just happen to be concentrated in one hand, but this could be a long three-handed or heads-up battle.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. Salvatore doubles up, and suddenly we've got two players with just tons of chips. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for finding us here. So it's a full week of streaming on our channel. Open-ended straight draw versus the King 9. By the way, on Friday, I went to Vegas, and we recorded 3 8-8 rides.
Well done. Well done. Well done for doing your job.
Yes, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But I have an exclusive.
Okay.
Joe Stapleton.
Yes.
Long known as the most eligible bachelor in all of poker, is off the market. He is off the market. He's in love.
He's married.
He's in love. He wants to get married.
Oh, he's not married. He's not.
He's not married. He's off the market. They're setting a date. They're getting married.
Okay. Is it a real woman or is it in Joe's imagination?
I mean, she looks like a real woman.
Does Salvatore call her? They do.
Oh, look at that.
They think we're straight.
Wow.
Bali's adventure ends. What a roller coaster that was.
Yeah, I can't imagine Salvatore folding that one. Not only did they have the best hand, but they had the draw as well. Bad news for Valley. They are out in third place.
Thanks for the action, Valley.
Yeah, Valley, listen, we are fans of yours.
We appreciate it.
Forever. Valley out in third place. They picked up a ton of bounties, by the way, not surprising. $1,400 in bounties and third place money. So all in, almost $6,000 for Valley.
This is one of those heads up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please, you go.
I was just going to say, this is one of those heads up situations where it looks like a massive gap. But if Salvatore wins one all in, they're the chip leader.
Yeah.
They're basically even stacked if they win one all in. So you never know.
Yeah, and also Salvatore's not really short stacked. I mean, 37 big blinds heads up is a lot of chips. They can play poker. We could be here for 2 minutes or we could be here for 25 minutes. You don't know.
Correct.
Joe
Stapleton is getting married. So sorry, he's engaged.
He said that he's off the market and he's in love. He's never been so much in love in his life, and he's going to marry this woman.
Right. So this sounds more and more like he's been on a date.
All right, just another day for Joe. So we had an 8-8 ride with Joe where we drove around Vegas and just talked about him and his love life, and a little bit of stand up. Aces, ooh, look at that hand. Then I had Kenny Holler at an 8-8 ride, 2-time WSOP final tableist from Belgium. And we had Cherish Andrews, 2-time GPI Female Player of the Year. Just an absolute crusher. So 3 separate 8-8 rides. A lot of fun. You can look for those.
Well? Is it going to be quality content for us to enjoy on the 8-8 YouTube channel?
I think so. I like it. I mean, I haven't seen the edited version yet, but I believe it'll be fun. You can look for them on our 8-8 YouTube channel, along with many other 8-8 rides that we have done in the past. Got some action here. How about a pair and a gut shot versus top pair and backdoor hearts? Now a heart draw.
Yeah, I think you can just fold if you're OT. Yes, you're sometimes folding the best hand, but what are you really hoping for on the river here?
An 8.
An 8.
That's what you're hoping for, baby.
There you go. Easy game. Easy game.
You don't know anything, do you?
Well, we've established that.
Well, you can
And on
ponder.
that bombshell.
Let's go to break.
The more I learn about the game, the more I realize how I underestimated how important position really is. Position in poker determines whether you're first or second to act. So at the table, the first few positions are an early position, under the gun, +1 or 2, depending on how big the table is. And then it becomes middle position, so hijack, cutoff, button. And then you have the blinds, small blind and big blind. When I first started playing poker, I was more interested in whether my hand was good or bad. And the flop was good or bad for my hand. Did I make the nuts? Did I not? Should I bluff? Whatever. I didn't really think that much about position. I knew it was something, people told me it was important, but I never really figured out why it was important. And these days, I realize that it is largely determining how big of a pot I can win and potentially lose. Playing out of position, it's harder to get value and it's harder to bluff effectively. And those are two pretty important tenets of the game of poker. When you think about playing a big pot in poker, you think about, I'm gonna have to bet before the flop, on the turn, on the river, right? You have a really good hand, you wanna make all those bets. When you're in position, you're last to act and will always get the chance to reopen the betting action. But when you're out of position, often you're gonna be checking your opponent, and that means that sometimes you get to the river and you'll be wanting to put another bet, but you're gonna check and hope to trap or let them bet, and they'll just check back and you won't get your value. And so if you think about it, when you get to the river of a decent sized pot, the pot's gonna be a lot bigger if you have the chance to bet in position versus when you're checking out of position. So at times you're gonna have to play out of position, and there are some things you can do to change your game to make it more profitable for you. One of them is to start with a tighter range. Because it's harder to bluff effectively and get value, you just want to start with a tighter range, give you a better chance to win the pot and then win bigger pots. Other things you can do post-flop would be either to check raise an opponent more often who bets too much, or if they bluff too much, you want to check call them and trap them with your strong hands. One of the most important ways I think 3-betting changes when you're out of position is the sizing of the 3-bet. A lot of players size their 3-bets the same whether they're in position or out, and you want to give your opponent a better price when you're in position and a worse when you're out of position because, as I said earlier, harder to get value, harder to bluff, and so you want to charge them more right now when you're out of position. If we're talking about overall, what's the biggest mistake people make out of position? It's playing too many hands. If you're playing too many hands, you'll say, oh, I'm getting a good price, and maybe you are right now, but the hand doesn't end right now when you call out of the big blind, or even worse, out of the small blind. You still have to deal with a flop, a turn, and a river. Those bets can be a lot, and should be a lot larger than what you just called. And yes, you're getting a good price right now, but what happens in the river when you're playing a 100 big blind pot with a mediocre hand? There are obviously a lot of tools you could use to get better at playing either in position or out of position, but I think one of the most important is just experience. And out of position for a lot of players is like other spots for them where they feel uncomfortable. And a lot of players, when they feel uncomfortable, they don't want to think about the spot, they don't want to study the spot, they just want to move on and go to the spots where they're more comfortable. But it's actually those situations where you don't exactly know what to do or where you can experience the most growth in your game and are some of the most important to pay attention to. So don't be afraid to get in the mix, play out of position, maybe make some mistakes and learn from them.
There was a point though, like 2010, you made a deep run in the main event. Like mid 2000s, you win an Aria super high roller. There was a point where it looked like you might be the next great tournament guy.
Well, I think that might just be a little overstated.
Okay, maybe a little, maybe like there was a short-term variance, but I'm saying there was a point there where it looked like you were at least taking it seriously, and maybe this was the path you were going to take.
I was never all in on tournaments, but obviously I was very fortunate, but I had a lot of early success, not even early, 10 years in, whatever. I had a lot of success, but I think it was just a byproduct of the time.
Okay.
Like, I also had a lot of very close misses. I think I have like 11 or 13 WSOP final tables, and I've never finished better than third. You know, so it's like...
a lot of variance there.
Everything, you know, it's just... Back then we were very ignorant to it, so... You put a run together over the course of a couple of years, and it's like, of course, you're the next hot name, and you're going to be the guy who does it. But I just always kind of went back to what I knew I was winning for sure at, which was cash. You know, tournaments were kind of supplementing that, it's like, oh, I ripped off another 500K score. I guess that means I get to take a bigger piece of myself now playing in this private game that Ivy's route.
Right.
Which seemed like it had way, way higher potential and a much larger ceiling available than chasing down these high rollers, which I feel so fortunate I didn't fall down that path, because those guys get all the glory and they deserve every fucking bit of it, because what they do is a hellacious task. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. They are so studied and they work so fucking hard, and they do it all for like 10 to 12% ROI on 5 or 6 million a year.
People have said this, by the way, and I feel like you've probably said this on one of your 719 podcasts.
Sure.
Where if you can be successful in that realm, then you can probably be far more successful in so many other realms.
You could run a country, you could do whatever you want. Like,
be a CEO of a company.
Yeah, absolutely. They're leaving so much money on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. That's right. We're heads up already. One break is all it took for us to eliminate 6 of our 8 final table lists, and here they are. Is it going to be Alteo, Tiate, or Salvatore? Salvatore, nearly a 6-1 chip disadvantage in this heads-up match. We still have giveaways as well, Nick.
Yes, we do. We got to do that because it's heads up. It could end at any minute. So we'll do that in a second. But how is it not Otte?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sure, it could be that.
So you need to get busy. Ask me a question, because we've got 2 $109 tickets to give away, and we're playing heads up poker, so it could end at any point. So let's find out what you'd like me to guess.
Okay, well, it's a very simple one. I want to celebrate. You're wearing an 8-8 sweatshirt, okay? And we're here courtesy of 8-8 Poker. I want to celebrate all of you, our viewers, okay? Because not you. No, not you. I want to celebrate all the viewers, because without their support, we wouldn't be here, and we certainly appreciate you. And with that, I want to celebrate one of our most loyal viewers who has been here with us so long and so often. Apparently, their 8-8 account has been around so long, it's a 6-digit code, while everyone else is an 8-digit code for their support ID, okay? And that is Nettie, okay? Nettie is, thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for being here for so long, and for being one of our most loyal viewers on our show. And with that, I want to ask you, since Nettie has watched so many of our shows and so many shows here on 88 with us on it, whether it's a live stream or whether it's Magic Monday, or whether it's you and me in Barcelona or Madrid, how many 888 Poker live streams has Nettie watched? According to Nick Wealthall. That is the question, everybody. You got to climb inside Nick Wealthall's brain and think what he thinks. Asking Nettie will not help you. Going to Google or AI will not help you. You have to climb inside Nick's brain.
So not Magic Monday streams, any 888 stream.
Any 888 stream with us on it. Any of the 888 streams with us on it, because obviously we don't know if she's watching, if she's watching Aaron, or if she's watching, the B team do UKPL. We don't know that. But anytime we're on, so like Madrid and Barcelona,
a Nick and David streams.
A Nick and David stream, how many has Nettie watched over the years? Obviously, she's, one of our most loyal supporters, and I know you tally it all the time, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So according to Nick Wealthall, how many times has our amazing, amazing chat pro, Nettie, been with us? Some of these guesses are PVD said 211,000. 211,000? I don't think we've done that many. I hope we haven't done that many.
You don't think we've done that many, did you say?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You're not sure?
Seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Okay. Well, there's a nice bluff from OT, and Salvatore, with the loss of that pot, is down to life support levels.
Yeah. This is the all-in and hope you get lucky portion of the tournament. The problem is, of course, even if they get lucky, they've got to get lucky again. They need like 2 double ups to kind of make this a tournament again.
Yeah, but it's not mission impossible, is it? We know this. Yeah. Heads up poker, you can absolutely never give up.
No. I mean, it's a 13-1 chip advantage for Alteo.
Alteo is playing for the double top, which we've only seen a couple of times. Twice, maybe 3 times, not many.
Not many. There's the
all
call.
Here we go. This could be it.
A 6, a jack, or a 7. It's a 10.
No.
The 4s hold at a full double up, and it's back to a 6-1 chip advantage, which is where we were at when we came back from the break.
I think we've only seen one on stream where they've won the 10K on stream and won the tournament, I think. But it's certainly not been done very much. It's very hard to do. So they've got to have beaten nearly 1,000 players, and then they've got to hit the big bounty to do it. And I don't think we've ever, unless this changes, I don't think we've ever seen one that's been more inevitable. Like, this has been completely stress-free, this final table for Aussie.
I mean, maybe they had to stress a little bit when they were battling Valley, because it was just the two of them were just going at it punch for punch. But it has been, they have been the chip leader throughout. I don't think they ever had less than, say, 80 big blinds. It has been very, very stress-free. It's not often we even have the $10,000 bounty available.
No, exactly.
So once again, get your answers in. The contest is going to close any second now. How many times has Nettie has watched a Nick and David show, whether it's a Magic Monday, an 888 Live in Madrid or Barcelona, or even maybe when we were in, I want to say, were we in Hungary, right? Romania, sorry. Romania.
We've done loads of different places.
We have. See how excited Alteo is about getting involved here, the pair of 3s. Yeah, they can't beat a queen, but they also can't beat a 6, and they are going to let that one go. Good fold by them.
Yeah, Salvatore still can't be taken lightly by OT. 24 big blinds is a chunk.
A pair of 6s here. Ooh, hello 4. That could be trouble. I mean, it's a really wet board. 2 diamonds out there. I don't know if I'm folding 8-6 so quickly.
Well, you're definitely not folding on the turn here. A lot will depend on the river, what it is, and what the size is, I think.
Yeah. Running 4s.
Yeah, that's a great card for OT. This bet is going to look like a bluff.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do here when you have a diamond draw or like 7, whatever, and you've got some sort of straight draw that didn't get there? They also block, they block 7-8.
Yeah, I think this is a call. I don't think you can fold this.
No, they do find the fold, yeah, and that's a nice fold by Salvatore. That's a really nice fold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it is a fold, but it definitely looks good now.
Yeah. I mean, in this exact moment, it was a good fold, I guess.
Yeah, it was great fold. I mean, you could definitely reason, well, are they really bluffing that 4? But it's heads up, and they're an active player, and you do have, it's quite a big laydown, but they were right. So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but I think they're going to run into a lot of trouble here. So I just noticed, so they folded that one, which you and I think is probably a call. The next hand, they folded a king heads up pre-flop. You just can't be folding king high pre-flop here. And do the chips go in here?
I don't think there's any mileage in OT putting it in now, because they just get, yeah. So just call. Okay, now, now with an additional straight draw. Now they do go in.
Yeah,
I think
they need an 8, a 3, a 5, or a 6 to win it all. Do they make this call? 24 big blinds in there. It's 11 to call. It's tough.
And this is really to win it all. This is to win the double top, the 10K bounty, and first place money.
They make the call and they hit.
Wow. There you go. Easy money.
That is easy money. I'm going to talk to the dealer about a little bit holding that 3 on hold the river for a second for drama, please. A straight for Alteo. They do the double top. They win the final 2 bounties as well. Another 200 and
chuck that on the pile.
Yeah, cool. Another 200. Sweet. And how much more? And a small one there. Shout out to Salvatore. What a great tournament for them. They finished in second place. They take home about $7,200 when it's all said and done. I'll tell you, what a day for them. They win the big boy. They win, about $11,000 in bounties, another $8,100 for first place. They won over $19,000 today.
For a $109 buy-in tournament. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and by the way, they crushed September too. They won the PKO Rumble 109 and the $215 Big Shot in September, and now just 2 months later, they win over $19,000 in this. So, well done, I'll tell you.
Yeah, awesome work and a completely smooth final table. So, real kudos to them. Very, very well played. We've got some tickets to give away, David.
We do. I asked you a very simple question. And by the way, I think it's a brilliant question because not only do I challenge your guessing capabilities, but I also celebrate one of our most loyal viewers over the years, Nettie. Yes. How many times has Nettie watched one of our shows?
Yeah, big thanks to Nettie and everybody else who watches regularly. We really appreciate it. We've been doing Magic Monday for about 5 years, I think. Oh. So, because we started in the pandemic or the end of the pandemic. So I reckon that's about 250 Magic Mondays, but we don't do all of them together because we miss ones. I reckon about 200 opportunities there. And then live tournaments that we've done together, maybe there's 100, something like that. And they've watched most of them. I think Nettie's watched most of them, hasn't she? So I went with 248 streams. 248.
Wow. By the way, when you put it all there, I just kind of thought to myself, what am I doing with my life?
What a waste of your time on this planet. Jesus.
Well, listen, you said 248 or around 248. You might have just one. In actuality, Ruinkind or Runkind said 242, Ruin. And Hermes 3103 hit it right on the nose. 258 exact, Hermes. Well done.
Well, they were 10 off, but yes.
What did you say?
248.
Oh, I thought they said I thought you said 258. My bad.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just that if someone's guessed slightly higher, they'll now think that they've won when they haven't. No. But yeah, well done to Hermes. Well done to Ruinkind. We've got 2 more tickets to give away. If your name is not on the Poker Wheel of Justice this week, make sure it is next week by redeeming 4,000 Twitch points from the channel, and your name will be up there. And you could be in line for a $109 ticket. 2 people are going to be pulled off for just that prize, providing they're in the chat. Let's do this thing. Spin the wheel. There she goes. What a beautiful sight. She only lands on people that have been good this week. And the first person that's been good this week is NetJam. NetJam. We know the name. But are they here tonight?
Yeah, wasn't that a terrible Michael Jordan movie?
That was Space Jam.
Oh, sorry. I knew it was something like that.
NetJam's here. You're a winner.
Yes, NetJam.
Bingo.
Well done. As always, please turn these $109 tickets into a lot of money. And when you do, please let us know about your success stories. Let's do it again, Nick.
Yeah, spin the wheel. Here she goes, fully siren. Just picking a real fucking winner tonight. It's Kiss My Ace. Kiss My Ace. Another friend of the show. Kiss My Ace. Are you in the chat? If you are, you've won.
Oh, you here.
Kiss my ace, then kiss my face. Or have you? Oh, this is slightly worrying. Uh-oh.
They're probably busy kissing somebody. They're here!
Yes!
Yeah!
Well done. Kiss the screen. Your $109 ticket winner.
I love it. Hey, congratulations, Kiss My Ace. Congratulations, of course, Ruinkind, and all of you who have won this. And big congratulations to our winner, Ateo Oat.
Top.
Yeah, what a day. Over $19,000, the double top, headed over to Ateo. That's going to do it for us, guys. For the amazing Lime Ricky, for Wendy, for Nick, for everybody at 888 Poker, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday.